Ramadan. Fasting in the month of Ramadan. What was the dua that Ibrahim alayhi salam made for how many prophets? Who was with him when he made that dua? And the dua was, send a messenger among them who will recite your ayat to them. Yatlu alayhim ayatik, yes? Okay, and the dua was fulfilled when the Prophet blank came. When the Prophet Muhammad came, reciting what? Quran. Quran came in which month? Ramadan. And Allah decided that that month is so important because that is the month in which the dua of Ibrahim alayhi salam was answered. So the entire month should be celebrated with fasting. We are actually celebrating the dua of Ibrahim alayhi salam being fulfilled. That's what you call the religion of Abraham. Millata abikum Ibrahim. Do you understand how fasting is related to Ibrahim alayhi salam? Because the Quran coming, which means the Prophet coming and reciting the Quran, happened because of the dua of Ibrahim alayhi salam. It's incredible. Now let's go back. How does Allah talk about Ramadan? Surah Al-Baqarah, He talked about the Jews. Then He told the Jews, you forgot about your father Ibrahim. Then He starts talking to the Muslims and says a couple of things. First thing He says is, now you no longer pray towards Jerusalem, you will pray towards the house that your father built. Which is which house? Makkah. Kaaba. You know, we now became a new nation. The Muslims used to say that we are now the same nation as Banu Israel, we're one family. You know, it's not a big difference, but Allah says, no, those people have abandoned Ibrahim. They abandoned Ibrahim alayhi salam. They are no longer family. Now you have to go back to the house of Ibrahim. So He turns the Muslims towards the Kaaba. Now, we are a new what? Nation. When you have a new nation, you need a new capital. Yes or no? What is the capital of this ummah? The Kaaba. When you have a new nation, you need a new capital. Now, when you have a new nation, you also need a new Independence Day. Don't you? Every nation has an Independence Day. And Independence Day is the day in which they celebrate their constitution. Because when they're independent, they can celebrate their own constitution. What is our constitution? The Book of Allah, the Quran. The Quran was given to us. Inna anzalnahu fi, I don't remember the surah, it's so hard. Inna anzalnahu fi Laylatul Qadr. We sent it down in the night of, when is Laylatul Qadr? I think it's when is it? Which month of the year? I think February. It's Ramadan, isn't it? In other words, instead of having an Independence Day, this is so awesome that Allah made it an Independence what? Month. A new nation should have a capital, Kaaba. A new nation should have an Independence Day, we got a month, Ramadan. A new nation should have its own constitution, which is what? Quran. We're a new nation. That's why He says, وَكَذَلِكَ جَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَسَطًا. That's how we made you a middle nation, a balanced nation. We have now become a new ummah altogether, celebrated by the fact that Ramadan has come. The fact that Ramadan is celebrated every year is the fact that you're almost taking your shahada over again. You're becoming Muslim all over again. You're refreshing your relationship with your father, Ibrahim alayhi salam, me with my father, Ibrahim alayhi salam. It all goes back to him, alayhi salam. This was my introduction. Sorry. I have to do the lecture now. One guy's like, that's okay, you were going to sleep anyway. I mean, you had a long day, it's okay. I don't hold anything.